Happy Thursday, vlogging writers and viewers. So first and foremost, my goals update. So my goal was to come up with 7 characters or groups of characters for plots. I have a group of 18 characters at the moment. Quite a few of them came from the NaNoWriMo adoption thread or they were inspired by that thread because some of those characters are just awesome and they don't really have anywhere to go and they just fit right in. So I'm not entirely sure who's going to be main characters or what, but I have people who are 7 years old and people who are 41 years old. So it's a really nice span instead of just being angsty teenagers, which I feel like I write too much. Although my favorite character right now is the dog, whose name is Tio. Yeah. Anyway. My new goal for next week will mostly be figuring out exactly who my main group of characters will be and how many, because I'm going to be switching points of view. And I don't want to overload my reader with too many people, but there's quite a bit that I want to interact with each other. So I'll have to figure out who will be more interesting as a main character and who will be a better foil or supporting character for each plot. Other than that, I need my central conflict because I just have my setting and characters. And nothing wrong with a very character-driven plot, but I need something big to happen, and I'm not entirely sure what can happen based on the laundromat. I feel like some kind of natural disaster or someone trying to buy the land might cause some issues. I'm still trying to figure that out. Anyway, oh yes, I came up with my title really last night. I was sitting around trying to figure out what I could possibly choose, because I wanted something that made sense for the whole laundromat setting thing, and that made sense for different plots. So my title, or work in progress title, I'll see how it works when I'm done. Right now is static, kind of like static electricity kind of thing. And because I love messing with GIMP, I made myself a cover. It's very simple, but I'm going to show you now. Get rid of my notes. And that is, I'm going to turn this so you can see better. That is my very simple cover. And I also have a NaNoWriMo calendar. Each whoa, the zoom's weird. Each date has 2 different word counts on it. The top word count is the 1667 words a day, and it adds up as you go till you get to 5,000 at the end. The bottom number is the word count I would need if I wanted to do this really weird kind of update schedule where I would only have to write 1 word on the last day. So back to NaNoWriMo, which is my major project at the moment. I have all the goals that I already stated. One thing that I find difficult about this is I've never written in this genre, whatever specifically you want to call this genre, like realistic fiction or anything like that. I'm a fantasy person. I like medieval times and princes and princesses and dragons or magic of any kind. Always something really strange going on. So having this be really real life, real people, small town setting is really weird for me. But I'm really, really excited, and I've said really too many times. So we'll see how it works out. I have never done anything like this besides school assignments. So here we go. I'm also very excited because in just 15-ish minutes I'm heading out to go meet with my fellow Rhymos in the area. I've only met one of them before last year, We've had new people move to the area and people leave. We don't actually have our own region on the Nano forums because we're either part of the Elsewhere forum or part of a bigger city forum, but neither of those regions has an ML anyway. So it's pretty much my college and people in our town, and right now I think that's about 5 of us. So we're gonna meet up, figure out when we can get together for write-ins, and yeah. I also need to buy more of these lovely little things because I didn't know they had them for Halloween. I absolutely adore Cadbury eggs, so I try and stock up with them over Easter because they're not out, and now I know they're out, so those are going to be my rewards. Not necessarily the healthiest thing ever, but it will motivate me because I adore them. They're delicious. And they have green filling instead of orange this time for Halloween. They're Scream eggs. Oh yes, Jem's questions. That was my last little bit. So the first one was, how old were your parents when they had you? I had to do math for this. My parents are both the same age. So they were either 20 or 21 when they had me. So, and that also kind of makes me feel old because I'm going to be 20 in January, and it's not old, but I'm going to be not a teen anymore, so that'll be strange. I'm also in my 2nd year at college. I didn't mention that in my introduction video. I'm a sophomore, English writing specialization major. I might be going into education as well. I have to talk to the ed department. Yeah. Cat, dog, or cat dog? I would definitely say cat dog because you can't have a more interesting pet than that. And I love both cats and dogs, like Courtney mentioned she does. I've had both in the past. Like, I don't prefer one over the other, except for cats seem a little easier to take care of. Yeah. My dad's a dog person and Mom's not a cat person, but she has cats because me and my siblings are cat people. So she has cats for us when we go visit. It's kind of funny. But foxes are nice. Especially domesticated foxes. If they weren't $4,000, I would own one right now. Anyway. How much, in numerical terms, do you enjoy causing pain to your readers? As much as possible. So, scale of 1 to 10, 10. If I cause pain to my readers, it means they are feeling for my characters. At least that's how I feel about them feeling pain. And that means I'm doing something right. If they feel that, then my point is getting across. So, yes. Although I like causing them joy too. Pain's just easier. I mean, it happens. Have you ever been attracted to one of your teachers? Honestly, no. Not that I can even consider. I've liked lots of my teachers. Some of them were guys, some of them are girls that are my favorites. But I'm weird. I'm not really attracted to lots of people. I can say, oh, they're handsome, or they're beautiful, but I'm weird. So, yeah, that takes care of those questions. I have a question for all of my fellow vlogging writers to add to this list if you want to. What are your top fandoms? And for me personally, I would have to say most of the fandoms on Tumblr. I'm still getting into Doctor Who. I've watched like 5 episodes, starting with Dr. 9. I'm weird and I like to start from the very beginning, but then I realized that the episodes from like the 60s aren't possible for me to find. So I'm just starting with the ones I can find. And Supernatural and Sherlock, BBC. Still watch more Elementary. I like it. It's very different, but that's the point. Then I'm really into any crime shows. Criminal Minds, Bones, The Mentalist, Dexter, I know I'm skipping lots of them. These are just the main ones. And you might have figured out I'm very into anime. The background on my computer, as I mentioned. If you haven't seen Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, there's Fullmetal Alchemist and there's Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, because Brotherhood follows the original manga storyline. The author wouldn't tell the creators of the first series how it ended. She didn't want to spoil it for all the readers, so they had to figure out something else for them. And it works, not as good as the other one. Yeah, I spend most of my time watching things, watching anime, or right now Supernatural, because I'm on the 4th season and I need to catch up. And yeah, that answers my own question. I wish you all luck, and like Courtney mentioned in her video, that's technically happening tomorrow instead of today. This is also probably my last sane vlog. I will talk to you all on the first day of NaNoWriMo next week, after staying up to who knows how late, possibly staying up till midnight to start writing, even though it's a Wednesday, because Wednesdays are long for me anyway, so it might just happen. But I'll get to paint little pumpkins with little kids for most of the night, and come home dressed as Sally from Night Before Christmas. I just have to make my dress, so I'm really excited for that. And for Nano, and in closing, I'm going to show off my door. Ignore my room if you see it. This is the door to my room. Novelists at work, even though there's only one of them here. But I've had these for a while, and I finally have somewhere to put them. So, this kind of sums up everything. And this is a really long video, so bye!